The other day, I invited someone to join me in a conversation about death. That someone scoffed. They laughed. They scowled. I waited. "That's a little creepy, don't you think?" they asked. "I mean, how morbid can you be? What's wrong with you?" I told that someone, "Friend," although truly I knew them not. "But friend," I said, "I am interested in death and in dying, yes. And I want more than anything for us to talk about it. But this doesn't come from a morbid place, no. My interest all but stops when death appears. No, my focus is on life and on the living and what death means to those." If this sounds contradictory to you, allow me to share some examples. 1. A focus on the closeness brought to relationships of all kinds when two people talk about their feelings surrounding death, an experience that invariably unites any two people on earth. 2. I worry about the crushing fear I see people suffering through as they approach their own death after a lifetime of seeing death as the enemy, if seeing death at all. 3. I worry about the elephant in the room, not just haunting the adults who choose not to talk about it, but also haunting and often terrifying the children who see it and who know they're not to mention it and who are left to their imaginations to explain why. 4. I look to my own death, seeing it as a call to live my life fully, like it's a giant billboard with the words "You are alive" on it. 5. I look to the death of each person in my life, seeing it as a call to love that person with all my heart, like it's a giant billboard with the words "This is your chance" on it. 6. I look to the world I live in, searching for a sign that this is living, organic, that this is real and precious, that this is changing and temporary. And I see no signs. I see endless distractions dressed up as information and entertainment and social networking, and I can't even remember what I'm looking for. I see faces on magazine covers and infomercials and music videos, and I wonder where all our elders have gone. And then I see nursing homes with no vacancy signs where long halls hold room after room after room of someone's mother, father, sister, brother, cousin, friend, neighbor staring at the walls, wondering where all the young ones have gone, wondering sometimes who they are, and still afraid to die. I see intensive care units with bright lights and masked faces, where a death not interrupted is a life not saved, a failure. And a victory over death ensures one less patient lost, one less account closed, and one more round of the painful suffering and fearful uncertainty that occupy that patient's final days, weeks, months of life. When I see funerals tucked nicely away behind closed doors, where death is either dressed up as sleep with paint and injections and other disguises, or handed to the next of kin in a box, sterilized and lemony fresh with a shiny bow on top if you're lucky. And now, listen. Yes, it's morbid. Yes, it's disturbing. It's dark and twisted. Yes, it's morose. But it's not death I'm referring to, nor dying. It's the life and the living we submit ourselves to when we don't allow death into the room. Oh, okay, I'll come clean. I lied. That person that I invited to this conversation on death, that person did not scoff. That person did not laugh. That person did not scowl. That person and every other person I've invited into this conversation with an open heart and an open mind looked me in the eye and took my hand and thanked me for letting them be who they are, a person who will die. and who has one chance to do it, and who has one chance to live because of it.